Tonight, the battle between South Philly and Sent to Slaughter reaches a tipping point. South Philly's finest, the six-time PPW Tag Team Champions, are without question the best team to ever lace them up in Hazleton. The reign of Jimmy Conway and Luca Brasi had been filled with twists and turns, but Sent to Slaughter has showed up as a roadblock to South Philly's dominance in PPW. Danny Moff and Shawn Donovan have been dominant in their time in PPW, even refusing to wrestle until PPW provided them better competition.
That until management gives us real competition, Danny Moff and I are gonna take a little vacation, maybe a cruise, maybe a long weekend in the Poconos, maybe we'll take a flight and go overseas. But until you give us competition, you will not see the guys that put asses in your seats.
Tonight, the six-time PPW Tag Team Champions take on arguably the most dominant tag team in PPW today, Sent to Slaughter, and it's for the PPW Tag Team Championship.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PPW High Voltage. Paul Bo alongside Phil Bravado and Julius Kuiper. Guys, in our main event, it is a street fight for the PPW Tag Team Championships. And I'll tell you what, you want to get in a fight with Danny Moff and Shawn Donovan, you got to be absolutely crazy. But Jimmy Conway, he said he has a surprise for us tonight in his ring gear. It's getting near Halloween. I can only imagine what that is. South Philly's finest, six times PPW's champions. They are looking to make it 7.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, South Philly's finest, you don't get 6 championships here in PPW by being intimidated by your opponent. I think South Philly's finest is going to come in here, and crazy enough, because they're 6-time champions, they're going to shock Hazleton here tonight. They're going to walk out of here with a title victory over Sent to Slaughter.
EJ?
When Sent to Slaughter comes into a building, they're destroying everything in their path, South Philly's finest included. As much as I like them, I'm going to have to go with Sent to Slaughter tonight.
All right, it's our main event on PPW High Voltage. It's coming up next, followed by the Solo Spaceman.
Tom Mitchell here, and I'm here with the lit superstar, Sebastian Cage. Now, Sebastian, what can the PPW Nation know about you?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. First of all, you look real lit with that suit, brother. And I just took the longest flight from L.A. to come all the way over here to Pennsylvania to PPW because this is the place that got it lit. And you know I'm all about being lit, you know what I'm saying? So PPW, get ready because you're about to get the littest, most entertaining cruiserweight in this business today. You feeling me? You know what I'm saying, right?
I'm feeling
It's
it.
lit.
It's lit, all right. Back to you guys.
Oh my God, God, terrible. What match is this? Did Andy get lost? Gorilla's not that big. So we gotta listen to this terrible song until he gets into the... Oh, come on. I don't know. Andy Header got lost. We got... I think we're waiting for this idiot. Where is he? He go home? Is that what happened? Where did he go?
Paul said someone got sick or something.
Holy purpose is simple and all. Introducing first from the streets of Rage. Andy Header.
Welcome back to PPW High Voltage. Andy Header on the way to the ring, EJ. And conspicuous by his absence, Ryan Race, who is nowhere to be found. Andy Header taking on the debuting Sebastian Cage here tonight.
What do you know about Sebastian Cage?
You know, not much. I mean, I've seen his name written down on the piece of paper. I tried to get some information from him earlier. He didn't want to talk. He was focused here tonight. We're going to get a good look at him tonight, though. Andy Header, the unofficial gatekeeper, so to speak, here in PPW.
Andy Header has made quite a name for himself since coming here to PPW.
Well, he's looking for a title, too, if you remember right, the last couple of weeks ago, I should say. Claiming that he is going for the gold.
From Los Angeles, California, and in 155 pounds, he is a ring superstar, Sebastian Cage!
Well, Sebastian Cage, we're going to get our first look here at this man. Cage saying it's about to be lit tonight. We're going to see that back, folks, through.
Straight from Los Angeles, California. I spent a little bit of time in Los Angeles.
Oh, boy.
Soaking up the sun.
Yeah, soaking up too much sun.
No such thing.
I've heard you've been surfing the sun a couple times as well.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Bravado? I have a lot of extracurricular activities.
Well, Andy Header looking annoyed here. Paul Bowe sitting back here in commentator's role. Where is Ryan Race?
Let me tell you what happened. Ryan Race has left the building, and Andy Header is not happy, as you can see, visibly shaken up without his manager.
He did not know how to handle that loss by his boy.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan Race is the most dangerous when you can't see him. We've talked about this before.
Especially since it's very hard not to see him.
Well, Andy Header asking where his manager, Ryan Race, the leader of Undeniable, is at the moment. No one knows.
Are we going
Paul
to
Bowe
see
said he left.
a rift in Undeniable? Ryan Race leaving Andy Header out here all by himself.
Well, he's clearly picking.
I'll watch it, Andy. Don't worry about it. Anybody want a coat? $5?
Tell you
$10?
what, Andy Header has good taste in jackets.
Paul Bowe's trying to give it to the highest bidder behind him.
Hey, whatever you got to do.
Tell you what, Andy Header is not an opponent to take lightly.
Collar and elbow tie up. Header trying to back Cage. Nice arm drag by Header, and another deep underhook by Header's going to send Cage for the ride. Ripcord, arm drag, and another one by Header, showing his lucha style there. And takes a bow.
Well, Andy Header very proud of himself and his efforts thus far in this match. The problem is the match is very young here, Paul. There's a lot to be seen. And what do we know here about Sebastian Cage other than that things have just gotten lit?
Sebastian Cage, House of Glory student, graduated from the House of Glory in New York City, making his appearances up and down the East Coast. Fairly new. But he is definitely a variety of talent here. A lot of skills by Sebastian. He can work any style. Look at this. Beautiful Mexican head scissor takeover. That was big, as Ryan would say. Spinning heel kick by the lit one. Sebastian Cage and Header heads for higher ground.
Well, Sebastian Cage very athletic, showing that off early. And
look at this.
Oh my God.
As I said, crowd didn't know how to react to that one. Completely shocked what they just saw. And Sebastian Cage clearly in control of this match early, guys. Throws Andy Header back in. And smartly goes right for the pin. Holber in position, only a 2.
Sebastian Cage, a kick out by Header.
I'm already impressed by this Sebastian Cage. This young man here making his debut at PPW.
Oh, man, Header will. Oh, look at this. Both men exchanging pleasantries. Cage off the ropes, and another one to Header. Going to send him for a ride again. Nope, Header reverses it. Man,
this has been mile-a-minute action here, Paul Bowe. You don't even know where to look.
Big scoop slam by Header. Throws him down.
tell you what, we're getting to see a chance of what Andy Header is made of here. Like I said, he's a very formidable opponent.
Oh, and make no mistake, this is not just a regular match here for Andy Header. Andy Header's trying to impress PPW management, trying to get himself and his name into the championship talk. And he's doing a good job right now. And if he wins this match, guys, you got to think he might be headed towards the championship match.
Either the No Limits title or the WYLN title. Andy Header in that middle weight class. Look at this. Step up and right across the leg, right across the neck. Back press.
Well, Sebastian Cage checking the cobwebs, making sure that he can still go.
Andy Header in complete control, controlling the pacing of this matchup. Wants to keep it not too fast, not too slow, right in the middle.
Punch into the back, has Cage down. Cage only weighed 155 pounds, giving away some weight to Andy Header, about 30 pounds.
Paul Bo, we've seen Andy Header all over the place on the East Coast.
Whip across the ropes.
They don't come any tougher than Andy Header. Look at this.
Running Bulldog, shades of Michael Camarelli. And look at that. An ode to Chris Jericho there with the Come On Baby.
Guys, just the first of our matches here tonight. Sent to Slaughter in South Philly's finest later tonight for the Tag Team Championship.
Wow, that's going to be a street fight, huh?
Yeah,
boy.
folks, that one's not going to be pretty. If you have young children there, you might want to send them to bed before that one comes on.
While we're talking, if you need something to do during the week, you want to spend some time, head on over to ppwwrestling.com. Maybe visit the shop section, buy yourself some tickets to the next big PPW event coming to a town near you. Hazleton, Honesdale, we're all over the map now.
Absolutely.
I am so happy we finally took this show on the road, Paul Bo.
Can't wait till we go up to Norwich, New York.
Oh, yeah.
Right on that farm that's up there. Mud Circle or whatever it is.
The funny farms up
Look
there.
at this, into the wheelbarrow, rolls Header up. Kick out at 2. Oh, man. Planted him like a palm tree in the Sunshine State. Both men laid out. Header still talking BS, floats over, side press, and a kick out again.
Yeah, I wasted a valuable second there, throwing a temper tantrum. More seconds wasted.
Andy Header talks smack in his sleep, Paul Bo. You should know that already.
Well, when we have a second too, want to say hello to our friends on the Rewind Network as we are now in Scranton and taking this high voltage show further beyond Hazleton. Getting more exposure. Everybody, thank you for watching on Facebook as well, YouTube, everywhere.
And this is exactly why we continue to grow the action you're seeing right here, folks. You're not going to get it anywhere else.
Sling blade by Cage, floats over, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Look at this, Sebastian Cage back in charge of this matchup here.
Andy Header double thrust. Shades of Jack Kokinda in 7th grade with the double thrust to the chest. Kick now to the midsection, doubles over Header. Cage looking to rev it up again.
Header is just too quick.
And dropped him right on his cranium there. Floats over. North-south, kick out again at 2. Phil, what's it going to take to put Sebastian Cage away?
3 slaps of Jim Holbert's hand on the mat there, Paul.
Kitten pause.
I don't know. You know, I would ask Ryan Race, but Ryan Race ain't out here.
He was worried about a horse before.
A horse?
Yeah, I hope he rode that horse all the way back home.
Oh, man. Kick by Cage and a kip up. Chop across the chest. Runs up. Look at this. Oh, Canadian Destroyer. Springboard style. Header down.
Paul, well, that has to be it. He's setting him up.
And look at how much energy.
Something more.
Look at how much energy.
Oh, my God!
Oh! It's over.
Who's here? Sebastian Cage!
Sebastian Cage with a huge victory, an impressive one here.
That defied the laws of physics right there. I think that might have caused a rift in the space-time continuum. What was that?
Solo spaceman.
An impressive showing.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Teddy Hart even giving his approval. He's giving him the thumbs up. Excellent, excellent job.
Well, just our first of two tonight. Sent to Slaughter here, the PPW Tag Team Champions, taking on South Philly's finest, the 6-time PPW Tag Team Champions in a street fight, Paul.
Oh, it's going to be brutal. I'll tell you what, like EJ said, if you have young kids, maybe pull them away from the TV set for a while. Give them some Fruity Pebbles before you put them to bed. Maybe some Raisin Bran, but don't let them watch this. It's not going to be for the faint of heart.
Absolutely not. The Bayon Badass is here, and he is looking to slaughter.
All right, guys, listen, tonight is the night, all right? What we did last month, stealing the show, taking that ladder match with South Philly's finest, us all together, and you guys climbing the ladder to success, getting that briefcase. That's right, Lion. Tonight, we're taking back our tag team division. You guys are the future.
There are two
We worked hard for this. We're not gonna let them get in there.
There are two things we have that Sent to Slaughter doesn't have. Respect and love. Love for this tag team division. They don't deserve this. We gotta do whatever it takes.
You guys said everything that's on our mind. Lion! Oh, no! We're not ready.
Hey!
Stop playing that horrible music. Listen, kid, just sit down and eat your fries, okay, buddy? Consumers! Welcome to an absolutely historic night here at PPW. Because now it's time for the match that all of you guys have been waiting for, the match you guys paid to see. The most remarkable man in wrestling, Richard Holliday, against Shawn Carr. Oh, you like Shawn Carr? You guys are witnessing the brand new marketing campaign here at PPW because management contacted me to bring in some new demographics to this company. So ladies and consumers, just sit tight. Enjoy the show, eat your popcorn, and get ready. Not sure if you guys can read, but the consumers will be buzzing.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing in the ring, hailing from the marketing department, weighing in at 237 pounds, he is the most marketable man in wrestling, Richard Holliday!
Going to take on the most marketable man, Richard Holliday, in his PPW debut. And a very good test for Shawn Carr, very good test for Holliday, as both men have won the ECWA Super 8. Shawn Carr in 2017, Richard Holliday just a couple weeks ago becoming the 2018 winner. And we've seen that tournament have a lot of big stars go on to bigger things, and these two are just two examples of a great talent in ECWA Super 8.
When they first announced this one, Phil, I was very excited to see this matchup here, and it's even more of a pleasure to call this match with you here for PPW Wrestling.
You said that right.
Collar and elbow tie up here by Richard Holliday. I didn't realize the size of Richard Holliday. Big guy here.
Yeah.
Carr launches him off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle by 237 pounds of Richard Holliday. Carr drop down. Big leapfrog. Went for the toss. Block. Fireman's carry. Takeover by Richard Holliday, and he did it with ease, Phil.
Well, I was talking to Shawn Carr before this match. He said the big thing that worries him about Richard Holliday isn't his size, it's not his athleticism, it's his intelligence. When you go against a guy that's intelligent like Richard Holliday, he's always ahead of you. He's always trying to keep ahead of himself. We're going to see if Shawn Carr can keep pace with the most marketable man in professional wrestling.
Shawn Carr, like I said, he's been up and down the East Coast. Richard Holliday also getting equally amount of travel time here in New Haven, Connecticut last night. Drove here tonight. The PPW, he'll be back there tomorrow again. Big shoulder tackle, this time Carr down to the canvas.
Well, Holliday using the size that you said you weren't aware of. I wasn't aware of it either. He's much bigger of a man. But Carr is going to use his speed to combat that, Paul.
Basement dropkick by Shawn Carr, always so fluent and on his feet. Caught him right in the chops. Now a big rip off the ropes here. Both men using all 18 foot of this ring. Big Mexican handsome scissors takeover by Shawn Carr. Holliday out for a timeout.
Well, you got to be careful when Shawn Carr's in this kind of mood. He's feeling it. He's having a great time in the ring tonight. And he thinks he can take Richard Holliday. We're going to see. But right now he's proving that he is able to.
Shawn Carr looking to slingshot over the top. Sente Atomico over the top rope.
Well, Shawn Carr is pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Carr limping.
He came down bum on that leg.
Visibly limping on that leg. Favoring it as he's going around ringside, picking Holliday back up. Big knife edge chop across the chest. You can hear that ringing as the woos fill Holy Family Academy. Holliday just pushing Shawn Carr away. I think he knocked the wind out of him, Phil.
Well, pushing Shawn Carr away is great. Let him chase you. He's on a bum leg right now, and he's going to need that leg, by the way, to do his finishing move, which is the super kick. He's going to need that leg to finish this match.
Holliday caught his fingers on the ring post there. That's worse than hitting your hand.
Yes.
That'll break one of your digits.
Carr breaks the count.
And you can see the look on Holliday's face. He's not having a good time here tonight.
Well, Richard Holliday came in here when you were in the ring. He didn't even want you to introduce him at first. He came in here and just started talking. I like a guy like that. You guys call him cocky. I call it arrogant. But it's great. Both. I think both of you are cocky and arrogant, to be honest.
Delivering shots. Big knee right into the chin area of Richard Holliday. Carr going up top. Legs pulled out right from under him, hit the top turnbuckle. You know those metal, what are they called? Rings that are on there? They're not soft, Phil.
No part of that ring is soft. Believe that. Those turnbuckles over there, just the same. Shawn Carr coming down on the small of his back on that turnbuckle, by the way.
Very cocky cover by Richard Holliday. I wouldn't expect anything else less. Knee right to the face, and now a blatant choke over that middle rope.
Paul, you're just a consumer. Richard Holliday doesn't care about your opinion.
I don't care about your opinion.
Well, frankly, yeah, I don't care about it either. Yours, that is. You got me flustered, Paul.
Big scoop slam by Holliday into the backbreaker. Bending Carr over.
Yeah, right into it, right into the next move. As I said, Holliday always 2 or 3 moves ahead. Will always put those into combination. That's what makes him so dangerous. You don't even have time to react to the next offensive attack. Carr on bum leg. Not the smartest of moves to roll. Well, Holliday's going to roll on Shawn Carr for a 2.
Kick out by Shawn Carr. And I'll tell you what, Phil, you and I have called a lot of Shawn Carr's matches. You so more than myself. But in all the years of calling matches, I've never seen someone been controlling Shawn Carr like Richard Holliday is.
You're right. I don't say that a lot. And boy, do I tell you, it pains me to agree with you, but you're right. The puppet master, Richard Holliday here. And what's he doing? He's always staying a couple moves ahead.
Lateral press by Holliday. Did not hook the leg, and it could have been the reason that Shawn Carr kicked out.
Yeah, not to mention he wasted 2 seconds thinking about going for the cover.
Absolutely. Holliday pandering to the crowd around the ring.
And it's not like Holliday doesn't know who Carr is.
Oh, man. Big pimp slap right across the face. Paid homage to the Godfather.
You were waiting to get that one out.
Carr trying to fire back with some back elbows.
Carr just for the style points.
Caught
with
him
the roll.
with the cutter. It took a lot out of Shawn Carr also. Both men laid out. Referee Chris Banko's beginning to count.
Well, it's really in danger here because he might get to 10. It's not Carden.
You just don't like Jeff Carden, do you?
You know, I've been, I mean, do you?
I actually do like him.
Well, there you go. There's your answer as to why I don't.
Shawn Carr on his knees. Holliday exchanging lefts and rights.
A slugfest in the middle of the ring. Who wants it more? Paul, PPW showcases young, upcoming talent. 2 of them in the ring right now, battling it out.
Oh, man! What a forearm. Phil, former hockey player, I say it all the time. You don't want to check somebody right up against the boards. You want to give them about 6 inches to maximize that impact, and that's exactly what Richard Holliday did there. And Shawn Carr is spitting chiclets.
Well, I was a goalie, Paul. I just tripped everybody in sight.
Oh! Step up enziguri by Carr. Into the fireman's carry. Rolling senton by Carr. Hooks the leg, back press. Kick out at 2 3/4.
Shawn Carr looking at referee Chris Banko's. Are you kidding me? Carr can't believe it. Holliday can't. Quite frankly, Holliday I don't think believes he's still in this match. And Carr going to do a little lining up. That right leg, Paul, has ended so many matches before.
Running knee by Holliday.
Holliday had it scouted.
Went to the pendulum backbreaker. Shawn Carr keeps slipping out of his arms.
Holliday's going to get him up.
Slammed him down. Took a lot out of both men.
Carr putting the defensive moves to the test. Blocking twice. And Holliday finally getting him up. Although you got to wonder, Paul, how much power was behind the third one after the first 2 took a lot out of Holliday, especially at this point in the match.
Absolutely. Both men having trouble to get to the vertical base. We're about 9 minutes into this one. Shawn Carr super kick. Caught him right on the button.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. He's got to cover him. Holliday's rolling, trying to get to the ropes. He got his foot up on the top rope.
No, it's over. He counted at 3. What?
Referee Chris Bankos has pointed. His foot was on the rope. The match will continue.
Paul, I take everything back from what I said about this referee. He's a Carden fellower.
His foot was on the rope, Phil. What do you want him to do?
What do you mean after 3? Shawn Carr's livid. He's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring. He's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring.
Striking up the band.
Oh, should have just laid into him. What is this?
There's a kick to the peninsula south of the equator. Hangman's neck breaker floats over, back press. It's over.
Here is your winner, the most marketable man, Richard Holliday.
Well, by hook or by crook,
He
Paul.
stole one, Richard Holliday.
I don't trust him to play my music because he's an idiot.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more.
Back to Cuban. That was marketable.
You know, typically, after my matches, I don't really like when the camera's on me and everything, but I'll give you guys a little inside scoop into my debut here at PPW. See, the consumers tonight finally received the ultimate consumer experience because the most marketable man in wrestling came to Hazleton, Pennsylvania and gave them just that. This company has been longing for somebody to take it to the next height, to bring in new demographics. And on May 19th, that mission was accomplished. Now get out of here.
the PPW Tag Team Championships. It'll be a street fight.
All right, where are we on this thing? Where are we on this thing? Right here. This is the main event. Okay, hold on.
I know I'd go. Introducing the
Well, welcome back to PPW High Voltage.
South Philly. If you would only say you care. Legit Jimmy Conway. The line Luca Rossi. South Philly's finest.
Well, EJ, we've seen this before from Jimmy Conway. More of so much as war paint. Look out, Carden! Conway throwing his bat into the ring at Carden, making an instant fan out of me, EJ.
Tell you what, he may have his face painted like a clown, but Jimmy Conway is no joke. SPF is here to reclaim what they view as rightfully theirs.
Well, Luca Brasi, Jimmy Conway, no strangers to the PPW Gold, 6-time PPW Tag Team Champions. If you ask them, they'd say 7, but they were screwed out of 1, and let's be honest, that's what happened. Either way, the powder is a-flowing here in Hazleton. For the boys from South Philly.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy Conway wears that suit very well. I have to give it to him. Not a lot of people can pull off that color scheme.
You're absolutely right, EJ. Well, we're going to get their competitors, and this is going to be no walk in the park, so to speak. PPW Tag Team Champions are on their way to the ring, and I don't know where they're coming from.
I'm not going to lie. What I know sent the Slaughters in the house, I bring an extra pair of underwear. These guys scare me, bravado.
Well, that might have been some TMI, DJ. No? Where are they? They're coming from somewhere, and that's the dangerous part about Sent to Slaughter. You never know where they're going to pop out of here. Everybody looking around, they know to look behind them.
Yeah,
that's the last place you want Danny Moff and Shawn Donovan is behind you without your knowledge. And I'm honestly, EJ, feeling a bit unsecure here.
Well, like I said, these are scary guys. Not someone you'd want to meet out in a dark alley, Phil Bravado.
Well, playing the intimidation game is Sent to Slaughter, making Jimmy Conway and Luca Brasi wait in the middle of that ring.
Intimidation is not a word that South Philly's finest knows. And where are they coming from?
Oh, well, they're coming from the back. Not coming from anywhere this time, EJ. The first time they've entered from the back.
Oh my God, they're already throwing things. Oh my God.
Well, they just threw it to Jimmy Conway, mocking him. Jimmy Conway's nobody's bag boy. He ain't gonna carry those titles if you didn't earn them. And Moff and Donovan look very serious tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know. Oh, here we go!
Oh my God,
it's all right, Donkey Kong!
Look out!
Right in our laps!
Conway
over
Right in our laps!
Commentators row is busy tonight.
And this thing, you won't see anything fancy here. This is an old-fashioned Philly street fight. Donovan throwing right hands at Conway, donning the Joker gear.
Paul Bo, let's not forget how far back the bad blood between SPF and Danny Moff goes. Who could forget the beating Danny Moff gave SPF all those years ago at the YMCA with the PPW Tag Team Championship belts? SPF does not forget about things like that. They just let that bad blood grow hotter.
Oh,
man!
Jimmy Conway's eyes tell the story there. Meanwhile, Danny Moff taking control of Luca Brasi. Brasi was just in control of him a second ago. Things changed quickly in this match, guys.
And I'll tell you what, look at the look on the face of Danny Moff. That grin on his face, you could eat a banana sideways. He is meant business tonight. We're defending their titles. Sent the Slaughter. They took a few months off, Phil. They said there was no competition. They wanted to come back. South Philly said they wanted on their terms. Be careful. Terms, be careful what you wish for.
Oh, yeah, Conway and Brazzi took very big exception to that, personally taking that as a shot to them specifically. And they're trying to prove to Sent the Slaughter right now that they've been around this PPW ring and they're the kings of this promotion.
Tell you what, folks, this one is not going to be for the faint of heart. If you're easily offended by violence, you're going to want to turn this one off because this one's going to get nasty, folks. Hazelton street fight.
I'm hoping Jeff hasn't thrown us off WYLN yet.
This is the brawl on 5th Street, just with different competitors, about a year removed. I thought these two idiots sitting next to me would be the ones fighting on 5th Street, but no, Moff with the kendo stick across the back.
There's the chair. Things just got very dangerous with the steel chair in play.
And they found Rembrandt's.
Well, Sean Donovan's over here looking for something. He's got a luchador
He has
mask.
the Ancient Orange mask.
Wait a minute.
That's my Halloween costume.
Wait a second. Danny Moff getting taken right to the guardrail. Wow. He'll be singing a little higher in the shower after this match. And now Brazzi's going to tee it up.
Oh! Batter up!
And he's going to stop him up from the front.
Shades of Paul Bowe's game-winning hit.
That was the final chapter. Hashtag that. That's patented. Torn ACL, out for life. Now this is on. This is like an old-fashioned hockey fight. The Broad Street Bullies in the 70s when they would fight with the Rangers in New York or Philadelphia. It's on. It's out of control here, Phil.
I liked when they beat up the Russians that time.
Well, wait a minute. Danny Moff's got a trash can, and that doesn't end well for anybody involved. Conway figures that out the hard way. Brazzi's going to get a taste of it.
That's a Walmart special there.
Shawn Donovan said he can do it better.
Oh, man.
Donovan and Moff having a competition as to who can hit South Philly harder and with what object.
Danny Moff showing South Philly how they do things on the streets of Bayonne, New Jersey.
Well, Luca Brazzi in pain over here. Jimmy Conway in bad trouble right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
he has the box of goodies.
There goes our production. Well, our production expenses just doubled, Paul. We're going to have to replace everything. Jesus.
More of EJ's costume. Tie him up. What are we going to do here?
I was planning on using that for EJ's mouth later, but I'm not going to get in the way of Danny.
Don't tell them. Keep that to yourself, okay?
I'm just
That's
trying
personal.
to shut you up.
Trash can into the corner. Conway, he's choking Conway.
I'm a bit distracted as a fan just grabbed the turnbuckle over there. I think they're taking us, eating us house at home over there. Meanwhile, Luca Brazzi in the ring.
Look what he did to Conway. He looks like the Masked Singer.
Look at that. Conway can't see. He's blinded by that duct tape.
Well, his partner can. Luca Brazzi taking control of the match to Shawn Donovan in the inside of that ring.
Oh, no, a kendo stick again.
Brazzi knows how to use the kendo.
Jimmy Conway just hit a stunner to the outside.
Donovan low blows Luca Brazzi at the same time.
There goes my Agent Orange mask.
EJ's wondering what he's going to do for Halloween this year.
Oh, man, across the back. Donovan.
How am I going to talk? How are 8 girls going to want to talk to me now without my mask?
I'll get it back for you, don't
Danny
worry.
Moff just threw the garbage can in the middle, up in the air, and then hit himself in the head, knocked himself out over on the other side of the ring.
He doesn't care.
My gosh.
Tell you what, look at the jagged edges on that trash can, and here comes another one.
This is like a car wreck you just can't turn away.
Donovan's taking it to Luca Brazzi right now. And now Danny Moff with a kendo stick is never something that somebody should be saying.
No, that's like EJ with a gun.
Tell you what. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Did that echo through the Holy Family Academy.
This is a good old-fashioned hardcore match. I feel like we're back in South Philly in 1996, down at the arena.
Donovan has him up. They're looking to finish off Bronzy. And I'll tell you who, when, and where, Phil, is someone going to step up to send to Slaughter? I'm sorry, I don't see it here.
You know, usually I have an educated guess for you. I am speechless on that one. I don't think there is an answer right now. Oh, and Conway just got it.
Bronzy fighting back from the top rope. Look at this. Bronzy!
Oh, man.
Went for the missile dropkick, couldn't get it, but still did some damage there.
He fell short of Moff and nailed him right where no guy wants to get hit.
Everything's legal here in this street fight, Bravado. What's
Look
good
at
for the
this.
goose? Oh,
missile
there
drop
it
kick,
goes.
down goes Donovan. Moff a kick to the stomach. They have him set up.
SPF, just when you count them out, they come back big.
Look at this. Conway hard into the post. That'll dislocate his shoulder. Has him set up.
Oh, that'll make your shirt fit funny. There goes our production bin.
Oh, man.
And that one hurt.
1, 2, 3, it's over. Here's your winners and still PPW Tag Team Champions, Danny Moff, Shawn Donovan, sent to Slaughter.
Well, sent to Slaughter, in answer to your question earlier, Paul, there's never going to be a time, there's never going to be a place. Danny Moff and Shawn Donovan are here as long as they want to be.
All right, come on, the bell's rung. Enough is enough now.
Conway trying to crawl in.
Enough is enough here.
Conway get unceremoniously dumped right out in front of us. And wait a minute, Sam Adams and our Lobo, the Sambo show out here.
They got to be crazy. They're coming in to help their friends. Long history between South Philly and the Sambo show, but tonight they're uniting, trying to team up on Sent to Slaughter. Moff Harden, oh man, clotheslines him right across the chest.
I'll tell you what, I think you could send every team out from the back. I think Sent to Slaughter is going to tear through every single one of them.
Here comes the Punk Rock All-Stars. This
Well,
is crazy.
Guys, at the start of the show, we've seen these guys talking in the back, having to wonder if there's a plan B here. And it looks like there is, to take out Sent to Slaughter.
Look at this. Sam Adams and Lobo trying to fight back here, trying to weaken up Sent to Slaughter. Look at that.
Guys, earlier tonight, Sambo came to all three of these teams asking, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, the main event's music. Here comes the main event.
They got the briefcase. They got the briefcase.
Midas Black is cashing in the briefcase.
They got the briefcase. They're cashing in. They're cashing in. Are they crazy?
They're holding Moff back. They're holding Moff back against the rail.
Moff is watching his partner, and he sees what's coming.
Oh, my God.
Moff.
It's theirs for the taking. 2, 3, we are the champions.
Is the new champions.
Here's your winners and new PPW Tag Team Champions from Maine Event.
Moff is not happy. Watch out for that briefcase, Bravado. That's coming our way.
Look at the look on Danny Moff's face.
He is beside himself. Oh my God!
Jay Lyon and Midas Black have done it, guys.
I can't believe what I just saw here at PPW. Sent to Slaughter. You haven't heard the last of them. Phil, we got new tag team champions.
Absolutely amazing show here tonight for High Voltage. Thank you for joining us. Next week, Charles Mason, Bro Keller, and Teddy Hart for the #1 contendership here. Does it get any better, guys?
Somebody get me my inhaler. Jesus, Lord Almighty. Sweet Mary Mother
What
Joseph.
a show that was, folks. You're not going to get wrestling anywhere else like this. What a show. This has been High Voltage.
Good night, everybody.
I know. Well, there goes that budget too, Paul. Hey, you know what? Why don't we just tear the building down tonight, huh? Yeah, just rip it down. Just rip everything down.
I can't believe what we're seeing here. The briefcase was just destroyed. Moff is angry. I wouldn't want to be main event. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Danny Moff has got a microphone.
What the hell was that? We got robbed. And you people love it. Just for that, me and my partner are never coming back here again. See, the big man, calm down, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Hold on, take a deep breath, big man. They don't call it the gorilla for nothing. Bottom line is this, people. This was an attack by PPW management. Yeah, I'm looking at every single one of you, including you.
I'm not management. Don't look at me.
You see, we came here. Calm down. No, calm down, calm down.
Don't look at me.
Calm down. And
Don't look at me.
I got a plan. Hey, guys. Hey, the bottom line is this. You people and management, you set this up on us because we came here and we took your weak-ass tag team division to another level.
Oh, wait a minute. Freddie Akers, general manager, in the stands.
We'll be back.
And he's going to interrupt Santa Slaughter. What is he, nuts?
You may have won this battle, but trust me, Santa Slaughter will finish the war.
You said you wanted competition. I'm pretty sure I found that for you. They could have cashed in at any time they choose. You always said you wanted to be part of the tag team because you want to run amok here. Well, now I found you competition.
Well, Freddie Akers is looking for a death wish here tonight.
Santa Slaughter, you just got to deal with it.
He maybe should have went to the second floor. He can't run that fast.
No, he
should have
can't.
probably thought about that.
I've seen him navigate those stairs. It's nothing graceful, I can tell you that. Either way, we'll be back. PPW High Voltage.
Our poor briefcase.
Lion! We, the main event, are finally the PPW Tag Team Champions. Everything we came here for, everything we worked for, the Circus Warriors believed in us. We believed in us. And now we show the world why we are the PPW Tag Team Champions. Listen, I just want to say, listen, we all don't see things as a team. We all don't see things on the same page all the time. Different teams, different pages. But guess what? One thing we all can agree on, this tag division needed to come back home. Santa Slaughter had this tag division held hostage. Santa Slaughter! Did what we need to bring these belts back home, bring these belts back to the circus, and show why this tag team division is the greatest tag division ever. Yeah.
Hey, whoa.
Down.
Let's talk about some party now. I want some of that steak. Let's do this.
Steak. That's cute. That's cute. Steaks, huh?
Is this your idea?
It's your idea.
Thank you, guys.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Was it you? What about you?
Oh! We don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to hear nothing. Nah. Talk about divisions. Talk about stakes, championships. This division is ours. The stakes are ours. The championships are ours. But congratulations. Enjoy your first one.
It's fine.
Stakes.
Cage!